Oh, Michelle! How are you doing, bestie? It's been getting hot recently, right? I can't be the only one thinking that. I've been having trouble falling asleep at night. But it actually wasn't so bad today. There's a nice cool breeze going on and everything. It looks like it's gonna be a very comfortable night. I might actually get some rest. Oh, hey, Emily. Yeah, nice weather. Do you think we can talk about this tomorrow? Whoops! Were you about to head to sleep? Sorry to message you so late. But something really good happened today, and I can't wait to talk to someone about it. And the moon, the breeze, the atmosphere, the whole universe right now is just perfect. What do you think? Pretty poetic, right? Sure. It didn't rhyme or anything, but I guess it doesn't have to. So you have something important you want to talk about? Geez, what's with that nonchalant tone of yours? You're no fun. I thought you'd be more excited. Sorry, but like you said, it's late. I was hoping to sleep soon. I just had something great happen to me. Doesn't it pique your curiosity? Aren't you just dying to hear what it was now? I mean, I'd probably rather hear about it tomorrow if it's all the same. Are you serious? It's pretty late and I have to wake up early tomorrow. But like I said, I'll be happy to hear about it tomorrow. Anyway, have a good night, Emily. Wait just a moment! Come on, Michelle! Don't be a downer right now. This is exciting stuff. We can go over all the fine details tomorrow. That's fine. But I consider you a good friend. I want to at least give you the broad strokes before I announce it to everyone at work tomorrow. So I'd really appreciate it if you could perk up a bit and listen. What? You're going to announce it at work? Okay, you've got my attention now. I have to admit, I have no idea what you could need to announce at the office. Geez, you're so slow to catch on, Michelle. You really have no idea what kind of news would be so big that I might need to announce it to the whole company? Oh, not really. Wait, are you quitting or something? No! Well, not yet at least. Who knows what the future might bring, though? Then are you getting married or something, maybe? Bingo! It took you long enough. I'm gonna get married, like for real. No way. Is that really true? Congratulations. And what a crazy coincidence, too. Anyway, congrats. What do you mean by coincidence? Someone else is getting married too? Actually, never mind, I don't care. I'm too pumped about my own impending marriage right now. I've got so many things I want to tell you still. There's more? I mean, I know it's exciting and all that you're getting married, but it's still late. Yep, of course there's more. There's tons of stuff I want to tell you. Like about the person I'm marrying. Why don't you give me the details tomorrow, like you said? Or is that part of the announcement? Is it someone I know or something? Exactly! It's someone you know very well. Someone from work. You might want to sit down for this news, actually. I think you're going to be pretty shocked. Oh, God. It's not Benji or something, is it? Ew, no! Come on, Michelle, be serious. I don't know then. I'm marrying your boyfriend, Will! Huh? Wait, hold on. Will? What do you think? You're surprised, aren't you? Did this news rock you to the core? I know he hasn't mentioned anything to you, so I imagine this must come as a shock. But in matters of the heart, we have to just follow our instincts, and both my instincts and Will's lead us to each other. That's why I'm feeling a bit sorry for you. I imagine you probably still have feelings for him. Of course I have feelings for my boyfriend. There's no way he proposed to you, though. Are you sure we're talking about the same person here? Of course I'm sure. You think I don't know who Will is? I mean, kinda. So you're telling me that Will, my boyfriend, proposed to you and now the two of you are engaged? That's impossible to believe. I don't think Will is close to you at all. I know, it must be really hard to hear this all of a sudden. But to tell you the truth, Will and I have been dating for a long time now, and it looks like you've been totally clueless. But it's really only natural for us to get married, considering how long we've been dating. I hope you can understand. I mean, it's not like you guys were serious. What? Okay, hold on just a moment, Emily. I'm really having a hard time trying to understand this. It's alright, Michelle. I understand. It must feel like your world has just been flipped upside down. I mean, one second you have a boyfriend, and the next second you have an ex who's engaged to another woman. But sadly, this is reality, and there's no choice for you but to accept it. Will chose me instead of you, and I'm gonna be his loving wife. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. I know it seems like I might have stolen him or something, but the heart wants what the heart wants. Sorry, could you actually give me a moment to check with Will himself and confirm whether this is true or not? Yes, of course you can. Use as much time to sort this out as you need. I'll be waiting! I'm back. Sorry it took a while. And Emily, about this whole marrying Will thing, he's completely denying everything. He says he's never even gone out with you, much less proposed to you. Just what is actually going on here? Huh! Michelle, you really don't get it, do you? Of course he's lying to you. I really don't think he is. It's obvious that he would lie to you about this in order to save face and not make you feel so bad about it. But I'm telling you that this is happening for real. I mean, he's even gone to HR and notified them about the engagement and everything. A friend of mine who works in HR told me they saw him there. Huh, your friend told you? Yes, I know her just as well as I know you, so of course I believe her 100%. Do you want me to send you some screenshots? Well, I don't think you have to go that far. I'll grant you that you seem very serious about this. But actually, I already know that Will went to notify HR. That part is definitely true. Alright, I'm glad we're on the same page. It seems like Will is finally opening up to you. That's good. So now you see that he's chosen me and your relationship is finished. It's time to just accept things and move on. Actually, I don't think there's anything I really need to accept. But I think you need to get some things straight before you go and announce anything at work tomorrow and confuse everyone. What do you mean? Why would anyone be confused? Well, because actually Will went and told HR that he and I are getting married. What? Yeah, he proposed to me and I said yes, so he informed HR. I'm sure you can understand how that makes sense considering we're actually dating. We've actually already told most of the people at the office about it as well. I just didn't see you today or we would have told you as well. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with you, but it seems like you're confused or this is some kind of weird joke or... yeah. Wait, what? I was gonna invite you to the wedding as well, but I'm gonna have a think about that now. I hope you'll understand. But wait, hold on. What? So you're telling me that I was the one that got tricked? Will lied to me. No, honestly, I don't think it's like that either. I don't think Will has even talked to you at all. Are you really sure you haven't mistaken him with someone else? Like, are you really 100% sure that we're talking about the same person? I know who Will is, okay? The Will I'm dating is definitely the same Will you're dating. Okay, if you say so. But he's saying he definitely didn't ask you to marry him. Of course, it's really just your word against his, but like I said, we announced everything at the office already. I don't know why he would propose to you right after. Actually, why don't you call your Will and go over things with him? It might be best to ask him a few questions to be able to get some facts straight. Yeah, I don't need you to tell me that. Hey Will, you backstabber, did you trick me or something?
Whoa, what's going on? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about our marriage. You said you went to notify HR about the marriage.
Yeah, I did actually. So, what are you talking about? How is that tricking you?
Well, I talked to Michelle yesterday. She said that you actually notified them you were gonna marry her, not me. What's the meaning behind this, huh?
Huh? You mean you talked to Michelle about us?
I wanted to brag about our marriage, so I texted her yesterday. But then she told me the two of you went around the office and told everyone you guys were getting married. What's the meaning of this, Will? I need an explanation. Does this mean that you tricked me into believing that you proposed to me and decided to stay with Michelle? I can't believe it. How could you tell me that you love me and then do something like that? That's real low, you know that?
Hey, calm down for a minute, alright? Jeez, why did you straight up tell her about this? Seriously, nothing good comes from acting without thinking.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
You do know that there's the thing called timing, right? It's way too early to start bragging to Michelle. I haven't even talked to her yet.
Don't give me that! Is it true that you told HR you were marrying her?
Yes, what do you expect? It hasn't been the right time to break the news to her yet. I can notify HR that I'm marrying you while I'm still technically dating her. Think about how crazy that would look. The important thing is that they've been notified. We'll update their information later, got it?
Not really. And what about going around the office and telling everyone that you're getting married?
But I honestly didn't do that. Did it ever cross your mind that maybe Michelle lied to you? I mean, do you remember seeing us going around and talking to everyone? All I did was talk to HR.
But Michelle said that you went together. Speaking of which, did you get any text from her or anything right after she and I talked about you about the whole confusing mix-up thing? Michelle said that she talked to you. What did you talk about?
I really don't remember. But whatever she said to you, I'm sure she just wanted to look cool in front of you, so that's why she lied about everything. She wanted to make you jealous, but it was all lies.
Oh, God! I should have known! I mean, I knew she was gonna be bitter and jealous, but it never occurred to me she'd just flat out lie like that. Oh, holy crap, I was so worried!
You jumped the gun bragging to Michelle, and she turned things around on you. You always jump to conclusions so easily. I'm sure it wasn't that hard for her to trick you.
That's so embarrassing!
It's okay, it's all cleared up now. Now, I want to tell you something about the wedding.
What is it?
Well, I know I've already proposed, and you've already said yes, but I just want to reassure you. Even though it's true that I've been slow to talk to Michelle, I'm just waiting for the right timing. But please remember you're the one that I truly care for. You are the most important woman for me and the only woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Oh, Will! I'm so sorry for doubting you. Michelle just confused me and I got the wrong idea.
It's alright, you don't have to worry about it. But please be careful not to spread this or try bragging in front of anyone else, or there's probably just gonna be more confusion, okay?
Alright, I got it. Love you, babe. Hey, Emily, I'm sorry to bug you during your lunch break, but do you have a minute? Were you able to figure out what happened with the whole mix-up thing about you and Will? Oh, that, yeah, sorry for not getting back to you. You really got me, you know that? What do you mean? I mean, you really had me going, thinking that you and Will were getting married. But I talked to Will and he confirmed it for me. It's me that he loves. It's me that he's marrying. Wait, are you serious? You talked to him and he told you that he's gonna marry you. Yep. There's no way I would have mistaken him for anyone else. Everything is just the way I thought it was. So, if you really think you're marrying him, it looks like you're the one who's confused now. But that doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense, Michelle. Will loves me and we're getting married. He even confirmed that he went to HR and told them that we're getting married. I kind of feel sorry for you, actually. That's why it took me so long to get back to you on this. Now you have to feel that sense of loss and heartbreak all over again, just like before. It is only natural that you want to believe that Will lies to you, but you're really going to have to accept it this time. Will is going to marry me. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but none of this adds up at all. You're clearly still confused here about something. You're not gonna fool me again! It's time for you to just accept the facts, Michelle. Well, the fact is that Will and I are already married. We got a little spooked by the conversation I had with you before, so we went down to the courthouse with a friend and just made it official. What? There's no way! You must be lying! No, I assure you it's true. We have a marriage certificate and everything. What about the wedding? You just skipped having a wedding so you could one-up me? It's not about one-upping you. But you freaked us out, so we thought we should make it official. We'll still have a wedding later. What? What the hell? Sorry, I guess. But I keep on telling you, I think you got the wrong person. There's no way you're together with Will. And you really shouldn't even try now that we're married. If you do try and steal my husband or something, I'll probably have to sue you or something. Sue me? Come on, don't even joke about something like that. Well, to be fair, you're the one who keeps messaging that you're secretly engaged to my husband. So I don't know if you're really in a place to tell me to quit joking with you. But seriously, I think you should just stay away from Will, or we're gonna have to do something. You're just trying to intimidate me. It won't work. You want to sue me for dating your husband? Then bring it on. I don't believe he's really your husband anyway. Calm down, I'm not gonna sue you. I don't think I'd have much of a case considering that I don't think you're actually even dating him. Anyway, could you thoroughly check with your Will to get the facts straight? Whoever it is that you're engaged to or talking with, it's definitely not my husband, so let's get this all cleared up. Don't you worry, I'm gonna talk to Will right away. This whole thing is ridiculous. There's no way he's actually gonna marry you.
Sorry, can't talk right now, I'm busy. Actually, aren't you supposed to be working too? You don't usually take your lunch break at this time.
Don't try to play coy with me right now, Will. There's something that I need you to explain.
Oh boy.
Michelle told me that you actually went to the courts and got married. What the hell is the matter with you?
Come on, you really went and talked to Michelle again after what happened last time? Didn't you learn anything?
She messaged me this time. Now, stop avoiding the question. Is it true that you guys went and actually got married already? Weren't we the ones supposed to get married?
Emily, please calm down. Let's not get hasty again.
No! I think I have had enough of you. I'm headed over to you right now.
What?
I'm sick of all these games. It's time that we talk this out face to face right now. And you're gonna explain everything to me, or I swear to God we are through.
Hold on a sec, just hold on and calm down for a second.
There's no way for me to calm down, especially when you have been deceiving me. Again. You're the worst. The worst! How many times have you backstabbed me now? Every time I turn around, there's another knife. First, you're prancing around telling everyone you're getting married. Now you're actually getting married? It was supposed to be me.
Just calm down. You're confused again. I didn't marry her.
What? But...
She's lying again, obviously. You didn't see us announcing our marriage. I'm guessing you didn't see any proof that we're married, did you?
Well, no.
It's because we're not. There's no way I would marry her when I already told you that I'm gonna marry you, Emily.
But Michelle said that...
I bet she's just trying to act all cool again, to make you feel inferior to her. Jeez, you must be the most gullible girl in the world to keep letting her get you so mixed up.
So that's what's going on? Oh my God, I feel so stupid. I thought that you betrayed me again for sure. But actually Michelle was still just jealous and trying to keep me away from you. I mean, right? Who goes and gets married secretly before they even have the wedding? It's so obvious now. She must have panicked, realizing that she had lost you.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. She was just jealous. So please try not to let her fool you so easily again, alright?
Thank you so much, babe. I've calmed down a bit, you're right. It's not good for me to jump the gun. This is getting too stressful for me.
Honestly, Michelle is getting pretty ruthless, telling you this kind of stuff. This whole thing is really getting out of control. By the way, do you want to meet up next week? Let's go out to grab some lunch and catch up on some things.
Yes, I would love that. We can also talk about our wedding, right?
Yeah, of course. We can talk and I think we can have some fun too. Anyway, I have to get back to work, but I'll make sure to call you later.
Of course. I'll be waiting, babe. Hey, so you must be excited for your honeymoon, huh?
Oh, hey. What's this about my honeymoon?
Tomorrow. That's when you plan on having your honeymoon, right?
Yeah, sure. My honeymoon is tomorrow. Why not? What about it?
Will is really excited to go on the honeymoon with me.
Really? This again? Emily, we've had the wedding. It's over. More importantly, where in the world did you get information about our honeymoon?
From Will, of course. How could I spend the honeymoon with him if he didn't tell me about it? He told me he's gonna ditch you at the airport and then the two of us are off on our dream honeymoon. OMG, I can't wait. It's so exciting. The most romantic trip of my life, and it's gonna be happening soon.
You've really gone off the deep end now. I don't know who you're talking to, but seriously, the jig is up. Did you not see any of the pictures of our wedding on social media?
I can't bring myself to look at some sham wedding like that. It's too pathetic. I think my heart would just break seeing you in a white dress pretending to be a bride.
Okay, wow, I don't even know what to say to that. Anyway, rest assured, Will won't be ditching me at the airport and we're gonna have a perfectly splendid honeymoon without you.
Oh, Michelle, this is really just too sad. If I were you, I would just cancel my ticket now, you know? Maybe you can still get your money back. Or is it just that you really want to be a third wheel while Will and I enjoy ourselves? No way do you want to see us get all lovey-dovey in front of you. I mean, that's alright with me, but wouldn't that make you jealous?
That's it. I don't think I can stand this drama any longer. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait until tomorrow to see how things shake out. But it's been working out pretty well for me so far, and I'm feeling confident it's going to continue that way. How's it been going for you?
Shut up! Will and I are going on our dream vacation. You'll see.
I think we'll all see that you're very confused.
Enough! I won't let you confuse me anymore. I hope you're looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to see the stupid look on your face when you see me and Will boarding the plane together.
Okay, we'll see.
Well, I just arrived at the airport. It's gonna be so fun today. Our first ever Hawaii trip together. I can hardly wait. Let me know when you get here. I'll be waiting near the check-in area. Michelle, what did you do to Will? I've been waiting here for hours and he hasn't shown up. He's not answering any of my messages. What did you do to him? Did you tie him up? You coward. You better answer or I swear to God I'm gonna make your life a living nightmare. Give me back my Will this instant.
Wow, drama queen much. Anyway, even if I wanted to help you, I can't at the moment, since I'm already in Hawaii with my husband.
Huh?
Yeah, we left on the honeymoon yesterday, sorry. Your trip is today though, right? I wonder where your Will is.
Wait, what?
Well, I guess I can't blame you for being so surprised. Anyway, how about we sort out this mystery once and for all? I think it's time we bring everything to light and put this whole crazy episode to rest.
What mystery? The only mystery I want an answer to is what you've done to Will and when he's gonna show up for our trip. I'm currently stuck at the airport right now, and you're just spouting some mystery stuff like you think you're in a detective show?
Well, to be honest, it all feels like a detective show to me, and I've got all the answers. First up, the reason why no one has come to meet you is because the honeymoon that you decided to crash was actually canceled.
Canceled? What do you mean canceled? Did you guys get divorced?
No, I told you, I'm already in Hawaii with my husband. Keep up, Emily.
What are you talking about then?
Well, the honeymoon that you were intending to go on was Will Maxwell's honeymoon, right? Will Maxwell, the head of sales. That's the guy you've been seeing this whole time, right?
Of course! What point do you think you're making right now exactly? I'm confused.
That's what I thought. I was right all along. This whole time we've been talking about different people. I'm not married to Will Maxwell. My husband is Will Parker.
Huh? Wait. Time out for a moment. I don't know any William Parker. There's only one Will in sales.
Do you know a Parker who works in sales?
Oh, right. His name's not really Parker.
His last name is Parker. Everyone calls him by his last name because Will Maxwell has been there longer, and it would be a bit confusing to have two people called Will. But I call him Will, and so does his family and all of his friends.
That makes sense. But hold on, why did my Will say that he was dating you?
I don't know. I think it's likely he never said that, though.
Yes, he did. He even admitted to notifying HR about marrying you.
Are you sure? Or did he say that he was dating Michelle Decker from accounting?
Oh, God. What the hell is going on?
What's going on is that you apparently completely suck with names or knowing what's going on around you. I told you so many times that you clearly had the wrong person, but you just wouldn't listen.
Yeah, I guess I have been told that I tend to jump to conclusions.
Seriously?
But come on, he was dating a Michelle, you were dating a Will. It just made sense. And come on, 2 Wills and 2 Michelles? You have got to be kidding me.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy, but again, could have been cleared up with even the most basic investigation.
Whatever. So if you're on honeymoon with Will Parker, where the hell is my Will? He's not here, so it still means he was lying to me.
Well, yeah, that much is obvious, isn't it? It sounds like you knew very well he was supposed to marry someone else. What did you even see in him?
He told me I was the only woman for him.
Oh, Emily. He was just whispering sweet nothings and fooling around with you on the side, all the while planning to marry another woman.
That scumbag!
That's the spirit. Anyway, the good news for you is that he and Michelle Decker are having a bit of a relationship crisis as we speak.
Really?
Yeah, of course. After all, I messaged her the other day to let her know all about what's been going on with you and him. She was quite understandably upset. It seems the wedding and the honeymoon are off.
What the heck is that? Why am I hearing about this now? But if they've broken up, why isn't he here with me right now? It's the perfect chance.
You should take that up with him, not me. Considering he wanted to marry her, though, and not you, I imagine he's probably ghosting you and begging her for forgiveness or something like that.
That son of a...
Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna wash my hands of all of this now. After all, I am on my honeymoon. Good luck with everything.
You can't just go now! You need to help me! I'm a victim!
No, I'm the victim here. How many times did you bother me with this whole situation just because you couldn't be bothered to figure out who your boyfriend was actually engaged to? Think of all the stuff you said to me. You said I should give up on my relationship and that my husband was lying to me and really loved you. That was all really messed up.
I'm really sorry, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm still a victim too. You could have some sympathy for me at least.
You should consider yourself lucky that it wasn't actually my husband that you were fooling around with. There would be hell to pay if it was, believe me.
Okay, I get it.
Anyway, I want nothing more to do with this whole mess. You've bothered me more than enough with it. Just deal with it on your own. And now that I've seen your true personality, I honestly don't want anything else to do with you. So from now on, our friendship ends here.
Why, Michelle? We were good friends, weren't we? It was all just a misunderstanding. I admit that I got carried away, but I was being tricked by a scumbag. Can't you please forgive me for this, just this once?
No. I already forgave you the first time you bothered me with this. I told you to get your facts straight, and you just kept bothering me. Now, we're in the middle of the honeymoon, so could you please not bother me anymore? Good riddance.
After that, the situation between Will Maxwell and his two women became a huge problem around the office. Of course, word had spread that Michelle Decker had called off the wedding due to Will Maxwell's infidelity, but the real icing on the cake was Emily's reaction. As soon as she showed up to work the next Monday, Emily actually attacked Michelle Decker, accusing her of kidnapping Will and preventing him from going on vacation with her. Needless to say, the police were called, and apparently Michelle jumped at the chance to be able to press criminal charges against the woman that had ruined her wedding. Emily was taken away in cuffs, all the while screaming about how Will Maxwell really loved her and they were meant to be together. I don't think I need to mention this, but Will Maxwell never showed up to visit her in jail. He never showed up to the office again, actually. Will Maxwell resigned, too ashamed to ever show his face again. On the other hand, the rest of my honeymoon with my Will was absolutely amazing. It was everything I ever wanted, and we are as happy as can be. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. See you next time!
God, I've totally blown it. This is such a mess. What am I supposed to do now? Mom has ruined everything. This is all her fault. She was way too pushy. I've missed out on marrying a woman with a super rich father because she was asking way too many personal questions. I could have had a huge fancy apartment for free. I could never afford that on my own. When was that apartment ever yours? You didn't even know about it until it was too late. And a lot of this mess is your fault too. Stop whining. You can be quiet, Miles. How do you know they weren't lying? They could have made up the whole thing. I bet they did it on purpose. They were trying to scam us, but we figured it out. Didn't you hear him talking to his employee on the phone earlier? He literally had him on speakerphone telling us all the numbers. Besides, they always told us he ran a small business. How were we supposed to know what was really going on? I did think it was weird that Jenny never really told me anything else about what her dad's job was all this time. How did she not know how rich her father was for so long? She has been to his house so often. It's in a really nice area. I wish you could have told me earlier so we could have figured out a plan. I had always been loyal to her, too. I never cheated or tried to get with another girl. Hey! Dad! Why did you hit me? You need to sort yourself out, too! Get a hold of yourself! You're acting like a spoiled child. Jenny's dad was right with what he said earlier. I let my wife educate my child, and she has done a bad job. You value all the wrong things. I can't believe I let things get this bad. I should have stepped in as soon as I realized what was happening. Even so, how can you hit his shoulder like that? He's your precious son. You should always think he's perfect and has never done anything wrong. Earlier, you shoved me and made me stop talking and asking the important questions, and now you're hitting your son. This is abuse. You're a violent, dangerous man. I'm going to report you to the police for violence against your own family. You'll be locked away forever. If you want to report me, then by all means be my guest. I can't stand looking at you anymore, so I hope they do take me away and I never have to see you again. You file a police report and I will file for divorce at the same time. It'll be a perfect storm of paperwork. What? Divorce? What on earth are you talking about? Are you crazy? Are you actually going to file for divorce? You're really going to leave me? Well, if I don't divorce you, I don't see any other wives to mention on the documents. Of course I mean I'm leaving you. The two of you can go off and live your own life together, thinking about money and how to get more of it. I don't want to waste the rest of my life with a woman who has completely different values to me. I would rather find someone that views the world the same way I do. Even if James is my son, I don't want to have to watch other people suffer because of the man you've turned him into. You can take back all the debt too, and figure out a way to pay all of that off. What? Dad, you can't be serious. How do you expect me to pay all that money back by myself? I thought we agreed that you would deal with them if I get married. I was about to do that until Mom ruined everything. It's not my fault that Jenny called off the marriage. Why would I have to pay for it? Mom was the one who was being rude to her dad, and now I'm not engaged anymore. Surely that's enough punishment. I could have been rich. If we're talking about unfair, tell me why I'm now having to pay off your debt with the money I have been saving for my retirement. Do you really think that's what I wanted to use it for? Not to give myself a decent life after I retire? Now I have this problem which you've made, and I am expected to solve it at my own expense. Did you think I would never find out about how much money you had spent on online gambling? You should have known all your bad ideas would come back around to bite you. You're not even 30 years old. Having this much debt is not normal. Student debt, maybe, but not from a gambling addiction. It's about $400,000 worth of debt that's ended up on my shoulders. How could you do that to your old man? Jenny seems like a kind and generous girl. She deserves better than a man like you with all this baggage and problems. I know that if she found out about your debt, she would have insisted on paying it off. Especially now she knows what kind of income her father has. She wouldn't think twice. Now that she's gone, and her plans to get married have been scrapped, it's your problem to fix. Go ahead, see what you can do and figure it out on your own. Your mom is convinced you're some kind of superstar kid, working at a decent-sized company and earning a reasonable salary. Surely your financial skills and common sense will be enough for you to come up with a plan to pay it off.
I can't believe how you're acting right now. First you say you're leaving me out of the blue, and now you're telling our son that he has to save up a huge pile of money. Do you even realize that you're basically throwing your wife and son out on the street right now? Do you honestly have no conscience or feeling? Huh?
It doesn't matter to me anymore. What happens to either of you? You're both adults who can be responsible for yourselves and your own lives. I'm sure your son will figure out a way to keep himself fed. Don't worry about that. I'll handle getting the documents and paperwork ready for our divorce, so don't worry about that either. Let's just get everything finalized as soon as possible.
Dad, please, stop being so emotional and let's think about the situation rationally. I'm sure we can figure out a solution that will work for everyone. What do you say? I don't see why the two of you would have to get a divorce just because my engagement got called off. Surely that's nothing to do with you guys. And you know that I would never be able to pay off all my debts, so there's really no point expecting me to. What if I could get Jenny back, and she and her dad could sort that out, huh? That way, you two don't need to split up, and I don't need to figure out where to get $400,000 from. Jenny is rich anyway, even if her dad just paid off half of it. I know we could find the rest of the money somehow. I bet she would even be able to pay more than half, so maybe we could do that. What do you think? It's a good plan, right?
You need to stop thinking you can fix this by using other people. Man, how did a stupid guy like you end up with a decent job? There are lots more well-qualified people out there that I bet would do a better job. Listen to me. You leave Jenny alone. You and your mom are out of here, and the two of you are going to live together from now on. Okay? The two of you have always been very close. I bet you'll end up having a great time together.
Are you crazy? How could you do this to us? I've been a loyal wife for so many years, and James is your only child.
You think I'm the crazy one? Lillian, the crazy one has always been you. I'm sick of trying to manage both of you. You're adults. I shouldn't have to constantly babysit you.
Dad, where are you going? Can't we try to talk this through instead of you just walking away? Listen, I'll go and find Jenny. Bring her here and she will pay off all my debts, I'm sure of it. When you stay here, now you know I can fix my own problems. Jenny, there you are. Please, I need to talk to you about something. Can you give me just a second?
What are you doing here? Were you just waiting for me in front of the office? That's really weird of you. You're acting like a stalker, coming and waiting outside my work. Maybe I should report you.
You weren't answering any of my calls or texts. What choice did I have? I had to talk to you. It's important. If you had just picked up your phone, I wouldn't have had to come all the way here. But I need to borrow something from you. I knew we needed to discuss it in person. Please, I don't care if you want to go somewhere else, but I just want to talk. What do you say? Please, I'm begging you to give me just a moment. Just let me have one last chance to talk to you. I promise it won't take long. Please, Jenny.
I don't have anything to say to you, though, so I don't see much point. I assume there was nothing else to say now. We called off our engagement. We're not married. The end.
Please, I have so much I need to say to you. There's a park over there. What if we went over there and talked while you're on your lunch break? Come on, I just need 5 minutes with you.
Fine, we're here now. Just tell me what you wanted to say and let's get this over with.
Jenny, I will literally get on my knees and beg you to take me back. I know I was wrong, and I'm so sorry. I told my mom to control herself, and she promised to stop crossing the line when she talks to you or your dad. I could never have expected my mom would say those things. Not in a million years. It was totally crazy. I was so shocked, I didn't know what to say. I mean, I couldn't really say anything because she just kept talking over me and not listening to what I was trying to tell her. This is also unfair on me. Why should we have to break up just because my mom can't hold her tongue and said some rude things? I never cared about how much money your dad made or what kind of savings he has. Really, I didn't.
You said to your mom that you would ask me what his situation was before we got married, though. Why would you promise her that if you didn't really care? You can't say one thing one day and then deny it the next. Why would anyone believe you if you keep trying to lie about what you said right in front of them? It doesn't matter if you're telling the truth or not anyway, because it honestly doesn't matter to me anymore. I've moved on. I don't want to call myself family with a woman who has conditions for the son she lets marry her son. Your mom thought I wasn't enough because I don't have some incredible job with an amazing salary, and she didn't even stop to think about what kind of person I am. I see now that you think exactly the same way as her. You don't care about your partner's personality. To be honest, I think I realized what your mom was like the first moment I met her, when she started asking all those questions. I thought things would be fine, because my dad handled all of her interrogating so well. He was a much better person than she was, never being rude or shouting back at her. I guess I was being stupid. I should have turned around and run as soon as I felt that something was off about her, and never even bothered to introduce her to my dad. Do you think he's the only one who's upset by this? Do you think he's the only one who's disappointed in how things turned out? Just go off and live the rest of your life with your mom, since apparently there isn't a girl alive who's good enough for you. Don't waste your time trying to get married again. Your mom will always find some problem that means they're not enough for her precious son.
Why are you acting like this? You're acting so cold-hearted right now. It's like I don't even know you. Do you really think my mom made a mistake? She's not the only one in the wrong here. I messed up too, and I know that. We had a great 3 years together, living life and being free. That's why we wanted to get married in the first place, so we could keep doing that forever. If I really thought about money like my mom, and was as snobby as you say I am, I would never have decided to marry you in the first place until I knew how much money you had. I didn't know how much your father was worth back then, but I still loved you. That's because I wanted to be with you. Because I loved and cared about you for who you are as a person. Let's not turn our backs on each other and just get married like we had planned all along. If my mom makes you uncomfortable, you never have to see her. I won't even call her often. It will be like she's not even a part of our lives. Please, I beg you, just give me another chance. What do you think?
You and your mom have already talked about all of this, haven't you? You thought I would agree to it and stay at home taking care of you, since I'm such a stupid, obedient young woman. You know, I was thinking some more about what happened the other day, and I realized something. I knew by then that you and your mom were complete snobs, and all you wanted was money and success that you could show off to other people. It made me wonder why the two of you didn't oppose the idea of marriage completely. The way you were acting now doesn't seem to fit the pattern of your idea of a smart marriage. Your mom thought I wasn't successful enough for you. So why did you choose me? You just wanted a woman who would keep quiet and tolerate your crazy mom and your spineless behavior. That's where I came in. But what were you going to do? Now it turns out that you're not on my level, and I could do better than you? That wasn't what you had planned. I don't work for some huge international company, but neither do you. It's not enough to pretend you work at a big company when you actually just work for one of their small partners. That's not impressive enough. The moment you asked my dad about his financial situation and found out the truth, everything changed. You even went as far as to ask how big the apartment was that my dad said he had planned to gift to us. You're just as bad as your mother. Don't lie to yourself. Why should I take on a man so greedy and shallow to be my husband? I've already given up on our relationship. I don't want to see you ever again, so just leave now and don't come back. And don't ever think of trying to find me like this again. It's weird and creepy, and I will report you to the cops as a stalker.
Jenny, please, just listen to me. Actually, my dad just said he wants a divorce from my mom. I didn't tell you this before, but I also have some debts that have added up over the last few years. I had no idea what I was going to do because I couldn't afford to pay everything off by myself. But then my dad said he would cover it if I just found someone to marry. There's no way I can save up enough to deal with it myself. I had to take out some loans and they've all got really high interest rates. The debt just keeps adding up and it's going to be really hard to handle everything on my own. If I could tell him that the wedding was back on and that you and I were going to get married after all, he might still agree to pay it off for me. Come on, Jenny. Won't you save me? Please?
Your debt is your problem. I didn't take out those loans. Wow, every day you give me another reason that I shouldn't have married you. I'm so glad I realized before we actually had the wedding and signed the papers. If I had actually gone through with it, you would have dragged me into the same mess that you seem to be stuck in. Now I can't seem to get rid of you. What's wrong with you? You're trying to stick to me like a lost puppy. I should thank your mom for what she did yesterday, now that I think about it. If she hadn't acted completely out of line like she did, I might never have found out what kind of a man you really are. I could have ended up being your wife and paying off your debt. Well, now I really can't see any reason for us to talk anymore. Besides, it looks like our time is up. I promised you 5 minutes of my time, and the clock has just run out. I'm sure you can find your own way home, right? Or should I call your mom to come and help you?
Jenny, please. My one wish is to have another chance with you. Won't you at least think about it? I promise I'll be the most loyal, devoted husband you could ever hope to find.
Tempting, but no. I don't want a husband that I have to take care of like a dog or a small child. Now get out of here! After our conversation that day, my ex-fiance did try to find me outside my office and at my house a few more times. I called my dad and told him about what was going on, and he contacted the police and got a restraining order against James. Once that was sorted, he didn't try to come back again. I also blocked his phone number and changed my own so he wouldn't be able to contact me. And so far it's worked. He hasn't been in touch since the last time we spoke. A friend of mine works at the same company as my ex-fiance, so from time to time I hear a bit about what he's been up to and how he was doing. Apparently, he was really struggling to pay off his gambling debts, especially since the interest rates were so high, and his house was seized to pay some of it back. Eventually, his bank said they were canceling his account because his credit was so bad. The company heard about this and ended up firing him from his position. He stuck around in the lobby, saying how it was so unfair and begging to be given his job back. But she said that eventually he was kicked out by security. Now that he doesn't work with my friend, I have no way of knowing what he's doing these days, but I can guess that he's still just struggling to pay off his debts. Oh, I just realized I forgot one thing. I ran into Miles on the street a few weeks ago and got to ask how he was. He said he divorced his wife a few months ago, and since then he's been living on his own. He told me that he felt sorry for his wife, stuck with her good-for-nothing son, and that he told her she should try to meet a decent man and live a happy life. He knew she was going to struggle to find someone else who would care about her like he once had, so it was upsetting for him to end things and leave. In the end, though, I think it was better for him to be free of her. All they ever did was argue, and they were just sort of different people. My dad is still working hard to run his company. He told me the other day that he would like to be able to hand over the business to me and my husband if I decide to marry someone in the future. For now, I'm just trying to get involved where I can and learn as much as possible, because one day he won't be able to do it on his own anymore. I still enjoy my own job at my office, though, so I said I would think about it and take my time deciding if I would want to be a business owner. Right now, I'm happy just being an accountant with my friends and colleagues. When I'm at home, my dad and I live a pretty normal life. We watch TV in the evenings, we go for walks when it's warm. We have a happy life together. I know he's getting older, but I hope he stays healthy and mobile for as long as possible, so we can keep spending time together. Since it's just the two of us, we've always been really close. Thank you for listening to my story, and I hope you have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe.